So, ready? Excellent. It's me, Jimmy Daniel, and we're doing our second box opening of the November 24 Secret Speakeasy Eureka, the History of Invention. So, I've got all these packages over here, enough for everybody. That's my bad mixing. And then the scissors are behind you. Excellent. Excellent. Cool. And then scissors are over here. So I've actually got craft work in my head still. It's like one of those Russian dolls. A package in a package. So this is how we don't.
Got this. Got this. Oh, that's good. I think the pictures are inside.
Yes.
Yes.
These are. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Can you cut that open for me nicely?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, believe it or not, we did a show at the Film Forum on taxidermy. There's a new movie out called Stuffed, and I did a presentation and a display, an exhibition at Film Forum a couple of weeks ago, and I got all this stuff having to do with taxidermy. And these are so after afterwards you don't use the actual eye from the animal, so these are the eyes for the animal. How cool is that? Oh, what's your name?
Sharon.
Sharon. So if you need an eye, there it is. So here, put your eye on that. That's antique eyes for taxidermy. How cool is that? And they would make them out of either glass or plastic. Yeah, I know, it'd be perfect. The Halloween show, we actually did a lot, and put that back inside there so I know which package that came out of. Okay. These are really cool. This is, it's just one, but it's a really important, no, I thought it was two.
Yeah.
And Sharon. So these are Wirephotos, these are the original faxes. You think faxes began in the 80s? No, believe it or not, for nearly 100 years, faxes were this good. Photo quality faxes. And this is George Méliès, the French director, who did Trip to the Moon. Wow. So that's what he looked like. He was kind of the George Lucas of the time. And originally he was a magician and then used his knowledge of magic to do films. And then this is, I think that's Pankhurst, if I recall. Yeah, this is a Suffragette one. And yeah, Pankhurst. So that's Pankhurst, and that's a Suffragette one, which is earth-shattering. Hang on, let me just get through all of them.
This is a do not bend.
Yes. Did you bend it?
That's what it is, do not bend.
Yeah, well, it means you bending.
Oh, it's also thank
You
you.
can bend the item.
Hope you enjoy your bar.
Don't read the names of the people, because,
Oh, you just read the last name.
oh wait, it's still not open.
It's open.
Oh, is that the card? Oh, then what's in there?
Barb.
See if there's something else we have right. She's in there. Sometimes the person, this is another Suffragette card, and I've never seen this one before. This is a really rare one. It's kind of a George Washington Suffragette card. That's a really cool one. I figured to open. That's, and did I save my country for this? It's one of those spoof ones on the suffragettes. So they did a lot of fun spoof ones. That's a really cool one. I've never seen that one before.
And then I brought you the eyes have it.
Oh, and this is Ira. Okay. It looks like it's folded.
Yeah.
Take it out.
The celebrity ad.
No, it's not. It's the other side that's important. You're gonna like this. Pony Express and War of the Worlds.
Okay.
I got it because of the Pony Express, but actually I like the fact that it also had War of the Worlds on it too. Oh, and what's your name?
Susan.
Susan opened up a really cool one. I love that. We have a whole show on the Pony Express. So I'm trying to get anything on the Pony Express, although this is obviously later than the Pony Express. And the Pony Express was around 1861. It was hardly a year, and it was because the railroad didn't go all the way to the west. So somebody realized that there's money to be made to go from like somewhere around Missouri all the way to the west coast. So he got a bunch of Pony Express riders that were amazing sharpshooters because it was dangerous. And one of them was Buffalo Bill. So he was one of the Pony Express riders. But these guys are really good gunslingers in order to be able to travel this. So I'm going to let you put this back inside nicely. I totally trust you.
Okay, and then more of the roads.
It was the same
And
time,
then,
Party Express
what
and
have
World
you-
of Worlds.
oh, wow.
People know that.
I actually have a version of this remote control right here. It's the remote control I kind of grew up with. This is the Space Command remote control. So, guys, I'm changing the channel on you now. So, right now, my mother's getting angry because I'm changing the channels on her TV.
Version 2.
So this is the Zenith Space Control. This is a later version, early 70s. And this is one of the brochures for an earlier version of these remote controls. And it's kind of like the whole space program. Everyone had to make something that looked like, you know, some sort of space item. Oh, actually, it's 2 brochures. Wow, you hit the jackpot.
Actually, my grandmother had a Zenith TV similar to that.
Did she? Yeah, I did too. That was like the color TV in the house. And what's cool about this thing, so this is how you change the channels. But we found out as kids that if we hopped on my mom's bed, the springs made the same sound. So as kids, we would torture her by hopping on the bed, and then the TV would go, and you'd hear her from the kitchen go, "Stop that! You're gonna break the TV!" And yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Wait.
Every single day.
So the channel changed via sound?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
So each one of those had to be specially tuned so that it would do what it was going to do. So this one was channels, and this one was on and off. And like I said, we tortured my mom with this for years. Her keys did the same noise, so I would also jingle her keys and drive the TV crazy and her crazy as well. So yeah, that was. Oh, and for the camera, say your name.
Isabella.
Isabella. And Isabella is wonderful. She's actually goes to Columbia, and she's doing an article on the museum. She's interviewed me a couple of times, went to one of the shows and done things. So hopefully soon I'll send you guys an email with her fantastic interview. She's been doing a great job. So give everyone a hand. They did a good job.